So we started today with crossing the threshold, and we talked about what makes, we started with the idea everybody's already decided everybody's already taken that leap of faith and decided they're going to become an entrepreneur, an online entrepreneur. That's one thing everyone has in common. Everybody's at a different stage. But we started off with what are the biggest factors for success? What the mindset, surrounding yourself with the right people, and gathering skills. But where we're gonna end today is, and honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm ever gonna do a workshop again. But where we're gonna end today is we're gonna end it with death, and I think it's fitting because the sun is down. And the day is dying, but we're going to end it with what are the biggest reasons why affiliate marketers fail. And if you guys have seen any of my other interviews with other affiliate marketers, and if you've heard me speak, you'll know affiliate marketing is an up and down industry. When you're running your own business, it is not a nice, consistent line, and that's something before you even got into, if you're in my training course, or if you got into this industry, or you chose to become an entrepreneur, you should have done so with the understanding that there is no nice, consistent line, that it's all up and down, and you have to be comfortable with the fact that you're going to be a failure at certain points. So what we're going to do is kind of ritualistically die and understand why people fail, and every one of us has been there. So first, one of the first things, and one of the biggest things, and we're going to do a round table, but one of the biggest things is jumping around. There are a lot of shiny objects out there, and just to give you an idea from my own point of view is, I have a lot of people who ask me, they want me to be, and a lot of them are close friends who have great ideas for great businesses, and they're like, John, you've got money, and you've got great marketing skills. Did I say you could sneeze?
Sorry, I can't.
Oh my God.
I'm ruining your
Can't take you anywhere. Look, all the people are hearing you, and they're like,
I'm so embarrassed, I'm sorry.
But, so, what was I saying? Okay, jumping around. I get a lot of people saying, John, you have market skills, you have money, let's, and I have a special, but it's always a special opportunity that maybe no one else has, or that's limited time, or that's, I need to be a little more involved, and that it could be billions of dollars. And I always have to be like, oh, this sounds really good. I don't know, do you get past these things?
Every day, ridiculous.
Or, or it could even be something that seems like it's related to my business, like, hey, John, dude, we're doing this epic ski adventure of entrepreneurs, and we're going away for 2 weeks, and we're gonna climb Mount Everest and ski down there and hella ski, and maybe you could use this to promote your yada yada, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing a couple big webinars or something, but oh, we're about, but that's in January when we're launching these big campaigns, and and it's always a really good idea that I can maybe justify it's good for my business, but it's I can't, so that I get these things all the time, even at my stage. But as affiliates get them just as much, where it says, oh, there's this hot new campaign, dude, Diet US, dude, I got a hookup, to help you out here, or say CBD oil, bro, you should do, CBD, muscle and testosterone. Dude, it's all about CBD. It's the biggest market, dude. It's taking over. Dude, we just got some new offers on board. Dude, we're like the biggest net, we're blowing this, I know this dude, and he's blowing this up.
Shiny object.
Yeah, but you're like, I was gonna do pop trap, I'm doing mobile, but I wanna do muscle and testosterone, so, you know, or I could say, bro, dude, I got this tech support offer, dude, it pays out like twice, I got this hookup, dude, like, dude, help me out, dude, like, you come over to my office and just work out of my office, dude, I'll show you everything. You're like, I just started blowing up, dude, trust me, it's more money. Have you guys all heard this before? Okay. Have you guys are familiar with what I'm saying? Ken?
Oh yeah.
So if you're watching this recording, everybody says they've been there, they've heard that. There are a billion shiny objects. It doesn't matter what phase of life or business you're at. And it doesn't even need to be in business. It could be a bunch of friends are doing are having, a good buddy from back in, grade school is having a wedding, and he has this bachelor party, week vacation, but you could decide to show up just for the weekend, or you could go for the whole week and just, whatever, it's a week off, just a week, but these are all choices everybody gets posed with every day. And these are the areas that make or break. This is one of the big reasons. And I've seen a lot of affiliates. Obviously, I help train a lot of affiliates. I talk to a lot of affiliates. And a lot of people, I don't know, for whatever reason, just kind of have, I send out a lot of very personal emails, so I get a lot of very personal responses back from people. So I feel like I am in a privileged place to understand what's going on with many affiliates. This is one of the biggest reasons why people fail. Now I'll tell you this, Brian, for instance, there's a lot of money. There's millions of dollars. You could earn 8 figures. That's over $10 million a month in muscle or testosterone niche. You could also probably earn that, at least over 7 figures, in CBD oil niche. I don't know, I don't know what you want to do. Your goal maybe right now is just doing something like, 5 figures or mid-5, any of these niches it can work. But the point is, that kills all progress, because you end up, what usually ends up happening is you start anew, you start anew, you start anew, you start anew, and you cut yourself. It would be, what's another, it's if you start 20 races, if you start 20 races and you run in them for 5 to 10, halfway, you don't win any race. So ultimately only the top 1% of people get the prize money. And we're in an industry where there are a lot of people working for the prize money. So you have to be focused. And I think that addresses the not focused part. But basically, just if anybody has any clue, just staying on one thing and really understanding it, like you said, Ken, a traffic source. I am a some people, they decide to focus on a particular traffic source. That could resonate more with some people, or for some people it's a particular offer. For some people it might be a particular, for instance, Ronnie, you focus on things where there's just big pain points. I love that, that's different, but that's, and financial niche, because you want to be around the big money, and big money is where, in finance. If you want to deal with money, you could go to money. So there's all different sorts of, of things, so each thing is different. Another big thing, another big reason I've noticed that people fail in affiliate marketing is it's not their priority. So if we go back to, if you recall Carlos's interview, what happened, what he said was affiliate marketing was no longer his priority. He was making a lot of money, but then he was just kind of like, it kind of take, he didn't give the exact timeline, but basically after he was hitting those like 100K plus months, there's a period where he just kind of was like, between 24, 25, when he was doing like a couple hundred, and he became a millionaire, he's like, he didn't talk about there was a year period, a little period between then and now where affiliate marketing wasn't his priority, and yeah, that was a good problem because he made too much money, so that's obviously a good quality problem, but for a lot of people it can be, family becomes the priority, and I'm not saying anything's right or wrong, and if you have to attend to your family, that's fine. But for what I've seen, in a lot of cases, one person I recently talked to, sent me an email and said, because I sent out these very personal emails in my autoresponder, and people they don't think it's an autoresponder, which is great because I know it's working. But this guy said, yeah, thanks for your emails, but I'm actually like, I'm moving. I have a new girlfriend, and she's from the Philippines, and I'm gonna move to where she lives in the Philippines, and I'm giving up on affiliate marketing right now. There's slow internet there, so I'm not really ready to dive into affiliate marketing. But lots of people I've seen, their priorities are not learning. Another way I'd say it's not their priority is people are not interested in affiliate marketing as much as they're interested in, how do I put this? Maybe they're interested in, like you said, John, you're interested in this being part of a community. Maybe it's not about making money for you, it's about being part of a community. I don't know what level of success you have, but that's, if you are complaining about reaching a certain level of success, but it's more about being part of a community for you, that might be one thing.
It's all cool dependent.
Yeah, so you have to understand what are your priorities. Too comfortable. This was the problem with me with some of my internal media buyers is, I took one of my, and this was, I think, something that happened with Carlos, but one of my internal media buyers, just a couple of them actually made a lot of money. A lot of money. I think the most extravagant case was, this guy, I won't say his name, but basically he went from earning $3,000 a month working for me as an assistant, and I put him on a profit share, and he made $110,000 the next month. His share of the money, and he's living in Brazil, so he actually made, the average wage in Brazil is $400 a month, so he made 10, 100. He made almost 280 times the monthly salary of an average Brazilian in a single month.
Yeah. I have a problem with my guy Diego. He went from living with his mom's house to like living in a penthouse. It's like,
He's in the Dominican Republic.
Yes, nice living in a penthouse overlooking the ocean. I'm like, stay hungry, kid. Like, fuck, it's like, you know what I mean? The most.
Well, his money quickly,
Yeah, and this actually happens a lot because people realize that, people can realize their goals in one area, but keep in mind, people can also get comfortable because it's not for reasons other than money, people can get comfortable because they found a relationship that they're very happy and feeling very satisfied in, and they aren't as driven to work. Or they cannot be comfortable because they have a, because they're traveling and they're getting all of their needs met traveling. There's a lot of reasons people can feel comfortable.
I think maybe some of them think the campaign will just last forever, maybe like get a bit complacent. As you said, they don't really go like, oh, it's working, it's making money. But you said the real big guys like keep on going down, keep on testing and testing and testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be part of it.
And we're gonna have, just by the way, guys, we're gonna have a little bit of a round table. Yeah, we could kind of have this be a round table, whatever. Oh, you have to go?
My application is not gonna go, so.
No problem. You're not gonna be here?
I know that.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Anything else? TVs?
Oh, pause it. Pause it. Wait, Jordan. Another thing I've seen is not surrounded by the right people. I know a lot of people like this. I mean, notice in Carlos's story, he surrounded himself with the right people pretty quickly. He was like, I'm getting out of Honduras, or Guatemala, but if he had lived the entire time in Guatemala, that might have been, that might have dragged him down over time. It may not have lifted him up if he was making, whatever he said, 20, 30K a month, but he was, he ended up moving to Chicago and finding a partner, and that took him to the next level. And then he moved out to LA, and he found another person to collaborate with, and started going from 5 figures a month to 6 figures a month. And obviously from there it's history, but each step of the way he moved almost unconsciously. He wasn't, he was like thinking of wealth. He was like in his mind he imagined, he was like, California is like, it's the wealth cap, it's the new, new wealth is generated there. And I think it was like almost subconscious, but surrounding yourself with the right people is very powerful. And I see a lot of people who fail are generally they're very scared to jump outside of their comfort zone. I have a lot of respect for Luis, because he's very much I don't know if you can notice from his body language, he's very much an introvert by nature. But at the same time, he does recognize that to be successful, it takes a lot out of him to, he goes out of his comfort zone to be around others who are more successful than him, and by correlation, he's done very well himself. He's a very knowledgeable thing. Other thing I've seen is not a strong enough why. So what I've seen is a lot of people, and I'm just picking you out, I don't know your situation, but Brian, you're doing, you do very well with your businesses, and this is a rhetorical question, but what is your why? What is your reason to get up to, whatever it is, 50,000 a month in internet marketing? What is, I'm sure you live a pretty nice life right now already, many of us, I'm sure, I don't know the numbers of us, but, for me, I do all right in internet marketing, but what is, do I have a strong enough reason why to get to the next level, or what, what's going to keep me going? If I have a failed campaign, which is going to happen, it does happen, it happens all the time, not as much anymore, but, sorry, shameless plug. But, if what's going to keep me pushing forward and saying, I could say, I just am going to go vacation in Thailand, right? And just, whatever, I'll be nice, or I'll, buy a house up in San Luis Obispo and just, get a horse or something, hang out for a couple of years. But, what's my why? What keeps me going? And having whatever your why is, you had a very strong why, I like that, Harbin. you know, but, you know, you have a great why, you know, but, you know, and if you have a strong why, it'll keep you going because you know, I think family's a good one. And yeah, that's good. We're gonna just cut this video and we're gonna do a round table on why you guys believe people fail in internet marketing. This is a really important topic.